welcome to another RSR. Tonight, I'm reviewing Argentina 1, Colombia 0 in CONMEBOL Copa América 2024. The final, Argentina goes and pulls the Spain. I was wondering if they would. They honestly frauded their way through this tournament, but they got it done. Champion mentality took over and got Argentina the trophy. That's exactly how this game went down. Champion mentality put Argentina through and got them the trophy. Wasn't the best performance, and honestly, they sort of just tried to bunker their way through and hope for a moment. Well, that's what happened. Argentina 1, Colombia 0 en la final de la CONMEBOL Copa América. Argentina, campeón de Copa América y campeón de Sudamericana. 16th. The 16th time, the record most. Uruguay this could have been a best team, winner becomes number 1 overall game, but it wasn't because Colombia got here. They couldn't win their second. The only time they've won the trophy was when it was hosted in their house, in their stadium, in their country, and in the end, they couldn't do it this time. Argentina wins, and I would say, I don't know if I would say deservedly so, but I would say they found their way through. As champions, they have the mentality to find their way through, and that's exactly what they did. Let's put it like that. Halftime, it was 0-0. Throughout the first 45 minutes, I thought this game was Colombia's. Hell, through most of this game, I thought it was Colombia's. For the first 45 minutes, Colombia looked like the better side. They had better chances. They had better attacks, better movements. James Rodriguez looked amazing in this game. Why you take him off after 90, I don't know. That was dumb. The substitutions by Nestor Lorenzo were absolutely stupid. Let's just be completely frank. His substitutions were dumb. Brain dead. Sometimes being brain dead might work out for you. Ask De La Fuente putting on Zubimendi over Rodri at the half of the Euro final. Sometimes being brain dead knocks you out and makes you lose. Simple as. But Colombia couldn't finish. They couldn't finish to save their life. This was kind of like Canada. They took the game to Argentina. They just couldn't finish. They couldn't finish. They didn't finish. They wouldn't finish. They legitimately lost it for themselves. They lost the game themselves, for sure. Full time, 0-0. After 90 minutes, it was 0-0. 0-0 esta noche. Again, Colombia was the better team through 90 minutes, to be totally honest. Now, at the last moment, they almost fell asleep and almost lost the game in stoppage time of regular time. Mojica got lucky that he got back and that ball was saved. But he almost ruined it. Fell asleep and got caught out of position late on. But other than that, Argentina, Messi got injured. He got taken off at the 65th minute. He got taken off. Julian Alvarez wasn't that guy. We'll get into that. Angel Di Maria didn't really show up to a certain extent, even though it was his goodbye game. He didn't show up well. You know, most players on Argentina, they defended very well. There was very good defense, but it just wasn't meant to be offensively for either team, really. But in the end, when it comes to Colombia, you wish you had some of your chances back, because this was exactly like Canada. They attacked, and they had some really good chances, and Camilo Vargas stood on his head. They couldn't score. They couldn't put away the chances that they got. They couldn't get it close to the net, clog the area, take a close shot, try to fool Emi Martinez. No, they tried to shoot it from long distance or medium distance, and Emi Martinez is all over that because he's a very good goalkeeper in general. Halftime of extra time, 0-0, 0-0, miro tiempo, tiempo extra, 0-0. Esta noche, 0-0. It just, again, wasn't meant to be. Again, Colombia, again, couldn't find a goal, couldn't find a shot. They started falling apart after James came off. Let's be totally honest. James should have never came off. No. They started falling apart, started getting a bit chippy, and Argentina started to wake up. And then in the 112th minute, in the second half of extra time, Lautaro Martinez scores a goal, gets played on, too much open space. Camilo Vargas comes too far out, or not far enough. Either way, the ball hits his hands but goes above his hands and into the net to make it 1-0. 1-0 esta noche. Lautaro Martinez, the top scorer of this tournament. The hot hand. Scaloni showed in 22 that he would go to the hot hand at the World Cup. For some reason, he did not start the hot hand here. But luckily for him, that hot hand was a super sub, and he got the goal. And after extra time, it is 1-0, 1-0. Argentina, campeón de Sudamericana. Champion of Copa America, Argentina. They do it again, 2 for 2, back-to-back. They're 16th, and they did pull to Spain. 2 continental trophies and the World Cup, one after the other. Amazing for Argentina, and they frauded their way through the tournament, but they still found a way to win it. So good for them. Stats are as follows: 11 shots to 19, 6 shots on goal to 4. 44% possession, 55% possession, 474 passes to 606, 82% pass accuracy to 85%, 8 fouls to 18, 2 offside to 1, 2 yellow cards to 2, 0 red cards to 0, 4 corners to 7. Listen, when it comes down to it, Argentina were the not as good of a team. They were the team who didn't deserve to win this game. But it doesn't matter how good you play as long as you win the game. As long as you're the better team throughout the match, or I should say, you use your moments and you claim your moments, you win the game. There's so small lines, so small margins when it comes to a final. The margins are way too small. The margins are way too small when it comes to a match like this to be not being able to finish, not being able to score, not playing well enough in the final third. Colombia, I think were a bit too high and mighty. I think they legit had the feeling of, we're better than Argentina right now. And Argentina played this game, maybe mental warfare played out in their hands. They knew what they were doing. They sort of played this game like they felt like they were the underdogs. They played like the underdogs. And I think that may have been mental warfare. I think that might have been mental warfare. I think Argentina played like the underdogs to absolutely fool Colombia. That, yeah, you're right to be high and mighty. You're right to act like you're the better team. You have the winning streak or the unbeaten streak after all. We've been mid all tournament. I think Argentina legitimately played mind games. They sort of tried to play it like, oh, we're just going for penalties. We know we could win there. We know that's our best chance. And the longer Colombia played, the longer they were lulled into a false sense of security. And once it got to the moment they needed to score, Argentina did it. Like, the more this game went on, the more Colombia was like, you know what, we'll take our chances in pens. We're fine with that. We're fine with it. We'll take our chances. And Argentina was like, you shouldn't have done that. We're the world champions for a reason. We have the better mentality than you. We fooled you. Call an ambulance, but not for me type stuff, you know? And that's exactly what Argentina did. They were like, okay, so we got them right where we want them. Lautaro, go do it. Maybe it was genius to start Julian Alvarez and play Lautaro as a sub. Maybe they knew what they were doing. Maybe Argentina was trying to play the mind games, knowing how this tournament has went. That's what makes sense to me. You know what? It makes sense. It makes sense. Argentina chose to play mind games and use their champion mentality to get them through to winning the trophy. You know what? I believe it. I believe it. I'm going to say it. I believe it. I believe it. 100%. That in the end, it was always going to be Argentina, and they always were the better side and always were the more champion level side. I was wrong about Colombia winning, but it sort of went the way that if it was going to be wrong, it went wrong. Not penalties, but Argentina played too much mind games. And in the end, Colombia got too comfortable. Even though they would have lost on penalties anyway, but they got too comfortable, way too comfortable. I know Camilo Vargas is good at penalties, but he ain't Emi Martinez. He ain't Emi Martinez, not at all. And Argentina's about to lift the trophy, and with that being said, Argentina did their job. They deserve to win. They may have scammed the tournament, but guess what? They deserve to win. They scammed the tournament, but they deserve to win, because you know what? Champions always, the tie always goes to the champion. And that's exactly what they did. They may not have been the best. They may not have been the best team, but damn it, they had the best mentality. And in the end, Argentina did what they were supposed to do. They had the best mentality. They weren't the perfect team, but they were the best. But they were the right team. They played the right way. And that's exactly how they won this tournament. Messi didn't even show up that much. And Messi will lift the Copa. Well, there you go. But with that being said, I think that's where we'll stick. Colombia should have finished. Argentina played mind games with them. And Argentina figured it out. And he's going to have Di Maria and Otamendi help him with the trophy. Makes sense considering, you know, Achilles. But with that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you on Wednesday for Toronto versus Miami live in RSR. I think it's Toronto, Miami. So there you go. Argentina to lift the trophy, and we'll be back on Wednesday. And there it is. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later. Felicidades, Argentina. Congratulations, Argentina. Commiserations, Colombia. And that's that for the summer tournaments. Well, at least the international ones. The big ones. Leagues Cup and Olympics are coming up. Then we have the Copa, the Central American Cup and Caribbean Cup, which is more fall. But there you go. But the big international tournaments are over. It was a ride. And we move on. Peace.